NC Math 1 released items, question 45, calculator active. What is the distance between the y-intercept of the function f of x equals 2x squared minus 6x plus 3 and the y-intercept of the linear function g represented by the table below? 2, 3, 8, or 9. So try this one on your own, and we're about to go over it in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so how do we get a y-intercept? It's where it crosses the y-axis. So if you want to, we can graph these guys. So we'll start with f of x. You do not need to type f of x. You can just do 2x squared minus 6x plus 3. You should recognize that the y-intercept is when x equals 0, so you don't really need to graph that, but the y-intercept in this case is just going to be 3, okay? Because if you plug in 0 for that and you plug in 0 for that, then you're going to get nothing there. And so when x is equal to 0, you're just going to get 3. So I got my y-intercept for this one. Now the other one isn't so obvious because it's going to be kind of tucked away between these two twos. So the y-intercept will be when x is equal to 0. So I know it's going to be somewhere in there. And you could try to do some algebraic math. It's just since these are the same distance away, we could just take the average of these two. But we'll go ahead and get that graph here so we can visualize it. So we key this in as a line of best fit. We'll do plus, we'll do a table. Let's key those in real quick. -5, -2, 2, 5. This may be unnecessary if you know how to get that in your head, but since we do have Desmos, we might as well take advantage of that and see if we can figure out the y-intercept here. And it's going to be somewhere in this general vicinity. So if you want to get the specific y-intercept, you can do y1 squiggly mx1 plus b. And b is your y-intercept, so it's literally this value right here at -5. And you probably could have gotten that just by knowing that -2 and 2 are the same distance from 0. So if I just take 3 and -13 and add them together and cut that in half, that's -10 divided by 2, which is -5. And so -5 is going to be your y-intercept. But as you can see, the y-intercept is right there, -5. So now we got our y-intercept here. So the g of 0 is equal to -5. My y-intercepts are 3 and -5. What is the distance between those two y-intercepts? The distance between any two numbers is simply how far apart they are. So on a graph, what that's going to look like with both functions entered in is that overall distance is going to be 8 because this one's at +3, this one's at -5. So that 5 and 3 make 8 units apart. If you don't feel like graphing it and you have the y-intercepts, you could just do 3 minus -5, and that's going to be 3 plus 5, which is going to be 8. So don't fall for the trap of doing 5 and -3 and getting 2. All right, that is question 45.